So today, completely out of the blue, I was met with a notification on my PlayStation saying that there was a new update ready to download for Black Ops 4, which seemed really weird because the 1.14 update just dropped last week, and Treyarch themselves confirmed that the next major title update was going to come to the game on March 26th when the Shamrock and Awe event ended. Nonetheless though, I went to check my downloads tab and there, bright as day, was the 1.15 update ready to download, and this surprise update certainly was interesting to say the least. What's up guys, Zach or Immortal here, welcome back to the channel and thanks for stopping by. Today we're jumping back into the world of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to take a look at what exactly changed in the new 1.15 update. Of course, if you guys are new here to the channel and you want to stay up to date with everything Black Ops 4 related, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on, and if you enjoy the video, definitely drop a like on it as it is much appreciated. Now, the 1.15 update, like I mentioned, wasn't expected to release until March 26th, which in fact is why I made a whole video over the weekend talking about what we know about the 1.15 update, which now apparently everything in that video applies the same, but instead to the 1.16 update, so thanks Treyarch for that bamboozle. Anyways, with this update on the PS4, the download was 161 megabits in size, followed by 45 minutes of copying. Over on Xbox, the update was 39 megabits, and on the PC, the update was 9.2 gigs. Now that is obviously a very large gap between the console updates and the PC update, and really the answer behind that is actually that the PC update was the 1.14 patch that Xbox and PS4 got last week. As you may or may not know, PC this year gets its own specific updates alongside console due to the system variations and performance variations that PC has in place, so that explains the huge update on PC compared to console, and for those of you interested in those specific PC patch notes, I'll be covering them towards the end of the video, but for now, what exactly changed with the 1.15 update that took everyone by surprise? For starters, and most notably, the 1.15 update fixed the friendly player collision issue, which has been making running around next to teammates absolutely brutal over the last week or so. For this, they addressed the issue causing increased player collision boundaries with teammates, so hopefully now Lil Timmy running around next to me won't knock me into the next dimension every time we try and go for the same tag and kill confirmed. Alongside that, they also fixed a crash that could occur when frequently switching between modes on the main menu. For Outrider, they addressed various issues that could occur when parking the Hawk immediately after deploying it, and they also fixed a crash that could occur when using mesh mines in certain situations. For World League, they also updated a few minor things, including the friendly fire hitmarker icon, and they also added improved stats for hardpoint. Finally, for the 1.15 update on console, Treyarch also put out a stability fix in zombies that fixed a crash that could occur when setting custom option damage multiplier under enhanced AI. That said, that appears to be everything that the 1.15 update changed on console. However, PC has a pretty extensive list of updates which we'll cover now. As far as the PC update goes, which in reality is the 1.14 update, the majority of this update, according to Treyarch's PC account, is said to add support for the Helcatraz Gauntlet, Shamrock and Awe Event, and Blackout map changes that'll all be going live with this update. Of course, with the Shamrock and Awe Event now going live, PC players, as well as Xbox players for that matter, will have access to the new St. Patrick's Stockpile game mode, which of course is a remake of the mode Fracture from Black Ops 3, where the primary objective is to eliminate opponents and then collect the Shamrock pieces that fall from their bodies and deliver them to the pot of gold, which is constantly changing location all match long. I should note this mode is incredibly useful for racking up score towards your streaks, especially when combined with the ComSec device equipment, which allows you to earn score streaks even faster. By simply picking up a few kills and grabbing some shamrocks and then depositing them at the pot of gold, you could essentially have full streaks without doing nearly as much as you would in other modes like Domination, Kill Confirmed, or even Team Deathmatch. Alongside that, all of the other Shamrock and Awe features will also be available as well for Xbox and PC, including the Luck of the Irish bundle, which I personally think is not worth the money, but hey, to each his own. Outside of the Shamrock and Awe and Spring Update preparation though, PC has also received a handful of general updates, including more optimized GPU memory usage and stability fixes when booting the game after receiving a fatal error. In theater mode for PC, they added keyboard shortcuts for all actions in theater, and quick side note while we're on the topic of theater mode, hopefully in the very near future, theater mode ends up getting a fix on console at least, because as of right now, it is all sorts of wonky. You can't pause without pressing start, switching angles is very awkward, there's all sorts of weird stuff going on there, so hopefully that gets patched in the near future as well. Anyways, continuing on with the PC updates, Friendly Fire also now has a unique hit marker when damaging friendlies in Hardcore, Blackout, or in League play, and finally, for general updates, they addressed an issue that prevented a user that previously hosted a party from entering game modes that could not be entered with the previous party. Oddly specific, but fixed nonetheless. Focusing on gameplay-specific updates for PC, Blackout's inventory system was a prime target for this update, as attachments can now be moved from one weapon directly to the other with the middle mouse button. Attachments can also now go from inventory or stashes directly to a stowed weapon with the middle mouse button, and players can also now swap and attach weapons found in a stash with the middle mouse button. On top of that, players can also now equip consumables with the middle mouse button in the inventory. They also added a consumable keybind, which allows consumables to be used without opening the inventory. They added a new element to the HUD to let players know which consumable is currently equipped. And finally, they added the next consumable keybind, which changes the player's equipped consumable to the next in line within your inventory. So, to sum that up, Blackout's interface system got a much needed upgrade with this update, and the PC experience should be a little bit smoother now after these changes have been implemented. And might I say, as a console player, PC guys, I am incredibly envious of your Blackout inventory system because it's so smooth, it's so clean. Ours is not that same way. I mean, it's usable, but definitely not ideal if you ask me. Switching focus over to multiplayer for PC though, Contraband Hurricane has now been added into the rotation for all players, and Casino is now available in Hardpoint playlists and in custom games for Black Ops Pass holders. For those of you who do not play on PC, you guys might not know, but basically on PC, because the player count is so much smaller than it is on console, they have to extremely limit the different playlists in multiplayer, so there's only a couple of different game modes that are featured that people can actually choose from, and apparently in this case, Casino is only available in Hardpoint compared to all the other playlists. So for you guys who own the Black Ops Pass on PC, I definitely feel for you there because that is one crummy situation. Anyways, continuing on, the Thresher will no longer damage friendly players in Hardcore, and they also addressed an issue with the Thresher's kill cam point of view. On top of that, the dart will no longer count towards the kick threshold if it ends up killing a friendly in a mode where friendly fire is enabled, and there were also various fixes to the prestige system, including the level 999 glitch that was fixed on console earlier last week. For equipment, they fixed an issue where the secret mine could fall through the map, and they also removed an animation hitch when you go from standing to crouching while holding the trophy system. For game modes, Heist and One in the Chamber also had a few improvements added in, as did custom games. For specialists, Outrider was the only specialist touched with this update, as they addressed an animation issue with Outrider's Hawk tablet while a pistol was equipped, as well as an issue preventing stim shot use after using the Hawk, and finally, an issue causing double reticles to appear when using the Sparrow, then the Hawk was also fixed. To wrap things up for multiplayer in the World League Hub, they added in all the new features and improvements that consoles saw happen last week, which for the sake of time, I'll spare you the details of each one individually and just throw them up on the screen for you guys to pause and read if you please. In Blackout, no PC-specific updates came outside of all the inventory adjustments which we addressed earlier, but the Spring Map update and all of its contents are now in effect and available to experience in-game, which I do gotta say, out of all the different Blackout map updates we've seen so far, I personally think it looks absolutely gorgeous and by far the best out of everything we've seen in the past. Finally, for Zombies, they added in a slew of stability fixes and miscellaneous updates that console also saw last week, so once again, I'll just showcase the text rather than reading them all out individually just for the sake of time. With that being said, that is everything that the 1.15 update actually changed, and also everything that the 1.14 update changed on PC. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to go ahead and drop a like on it, give it a big old thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. And if you guys are brand new here to the channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe with your post notifications turned on, that way you'll never miss another upload. And with that, that does effectively wrap things up for today. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.